Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. The Rebels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Marshall's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. To throw, it's Wolf. Quick strike complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw it right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Now the play fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets a block. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make...
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Hurd! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Brown. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Oh, better look out! He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Right on the money.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Give to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
It's complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Gets it out fast.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Finds his man. It's Beal. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense,
it's a fumble on the play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Wolf. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Hauls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Herd! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. what just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now on first down from the 30. Here we go. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's still running after the move. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the...
Turning it on. Got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 18 to USC. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Gets it to the back.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed,
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Rebels decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He'll do it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Quarterback gets the first down. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick catch on 3rd down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
This offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And This offense wants to get back in the football game. It starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Number 97 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. And we'll start with the 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Wolf. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Trying to punch it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here.
Touchdown, Marshall! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Rebels are flying down the field.
At the 42. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And from the Rebels, trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
Okay, ready?
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Thundering Herd needing less than a yard here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Wolf. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Trying play action. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's got it inside the 15. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off.